Nizzy Sports Chat. I am your host, Nizzy, and in this video, you guys are going to be breaking down last night's matchup between the Toronto Raptors and Milwaukee Bucks. Big time win for the Toronto Raptors by a final score of 103-96, you guys. Huge triple-double performance for Pascal Siakam in last night's matchup. Big time bounce back game for the boys, obviously, after an atrocious loss to the Detroit Pistons the night before, you guys. I was a little bit nervous as a Raptors fan coming into this game. Obviously, being a back-to-back, kind of flubbing up the easy, sure-handed win against the Detroit Pistons team. 2 nights ago, you guys, I figured, oh, here we go. We got Miami on Monday. We had the Bucks last night. I thought it might have been a tough stretch for the Raptors coming up. Huge win, though, like I said, huge bounce-back performance. We needed this one, especially, like I said, with the tough game against Miami coming up on Monday. Definitely needed this win. Didn't want to have to lose 2 or 3 games in a row here, especially after giving one away to the Detroit Pistons in that game there. So real quick before we go ahead and start breaking down the rest of this game, you guys, if you go ahead and like this video, if you like sporting content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Been getting a lot of support lately, you guys, and I greatly appreciate it. We're going to keep coming out with as much content as possible for you guys. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start breaking down this game from last night, you guys. 103-96, the final. Raptors improved to 21-19 on their season. 2 games above 500 once again. Bucks fall to 27-18. They're 9 games up. Above 500 at the moment right now. Like I said, huge bounce back victory for the Toronto Raptors, led by Pascal Siakam's 30-10-10 game. Just outstanding. He was super clutch down the stretch in this one as well in those last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter. Big time performance from him. Probably playing some of the best basketball of his career right now. He seems like he's fully healthy coming off of that shoulder surgery in the offseason. I think this is what everyone expected to see from Pascal Siakam. What we've seen in these last couple of weeks here. He's definitely getting back into a rhythm and a flow out on the court. And you can tell that shoulder's not bothering him whatsoever right now. His shooting strokes looking real good. He's facilitating the ball at a high clip, had 10 assists in this game. Doing some of the dirty work down low for us as well, getting those rebounds. So just overall, just a great effort from Pascal and the boys. Gotta love to see it, man. Happy for the guy, especially, like I said, he had some struggles early on in the season as soon as he came back off his shoulder injury there. I believe we lost the first 7 games in a row with Pascal back in the fold there. So nice to see us be able to turn things around. And he's definitely been a big-time factor in us being able to turn things around as of late. So props to him, man. Great game from him last night. OG stepped up, had a solid performance. Same with Fred VanVleet. Champagny was huge on the glass for us once again. We'll go through some of the team stats here, you guys. 44% field goal percentage for the Toronto Raptors in last night's game. We did phenomenal defensively, held the Bucks to 33% from the field. We took 91 shots total as a team. They only got up 77 shots, so did a great job there as well. Just dominated them on the glass in this one, you guys. 51-41 overall. Just huge performance on the boards for the Toronto Raptors in this game, you guys. Especially when they got a guy like Giannis out there who usually is a rebound machine. We did a great job, held him to only 6 rebounds throughout the game. So that's a real good job there. Like I said, they only had 41 rebounds total as a unit. We also dominated them on the offensive glass, 16-9. So there comes all those second chance opportunities. That's why we had 91 shots comparatively to their 77, which made all the difference in this game, especially because they had a shit ton more free throws than us. What they shoot? They shot 35 free throws. They shot 91% from the free throw line in this game, 32 of 35. And once again, the Raptors struggled from the free throw line, you guys, only shooting 11 of 20 from the line, 55% on the night. So it was huge that we got those extra boards and those extra possessions throughout the game, being able to capitalize on some of those extra chances there because, like I said, they were hitting everything from the free throw line. Thankfully, the rest of their shots were struggling. But Giannis had a phenomenal, I think he was 15 of 15 or 17 of 17 from the line. I don't think he missed a shot from the free throw line in this game. But we did a phenomenal job holding down Giannis, I thought. I mean, the only points he was really getting was at the free throw line. He didn't really shoot a high percentage. I think he shot 6 of 17 from the field, so he had a low shooting percentage. Middleton had a really rough shooting night as well. So the Raptors defense just did a phenomenal job. They only allowed the Milwaukee Bucks squad to get 24 points in the paint. So we dusted them up at points in the paint. We had 44 points in the paint as a team, so 20 more points in the paint comparatively to the Bucks squad there. We had 14 turnovers. They had 13 turnovers. So the turnover battle was pretty even in this one, you guys. I'd like to clean up a few of those turnovers, but nonetheless, the rebounding was huge for us. We shot 34% from three-point land. They only shot 30% from three-point land. So those stats definitely helped us out there. And I think the best thing the Raptors did was just force these guys into a lot of jump shots. It was either they were shooting jump shots or they were going to the foul line. We really weren't allowing them to drive into the paint for the easy buckets in this game. We kind of had a plan early on to shut down Giannis from him being able to drive to the rack. Like I said, we sent him to the foul line a shit ton, but I think this was a game plan set up by Nick Nurse to basically say, we're not going to allow him inside the paint at all. We'll rather take the foul on the guy or have him shooting jump shots. And it worked out in our favor quite well in this game, you guys. I think that was a phenomenal coaching adjustment by Nick Nurse to be able to do that in this one. Because even though Giannis had nice numbers, he wasn't the same Giannis that you're used to seeing. Like I said, he only had six rebounds and 4 assists with 2 blocks. A little bit quiet in those departments. Normally you'll see him into double-digit rebounds. And those 30 points, most of those 30 points that he had were coming off of the free throw shots as well. So that means he wasn't really shooting that well from the field. So I just thought overall the Raptors did a phenomenal job defensively, much better effort last night comparatively to the Detroit Pistons game. A bunch more guys step up in this one. Still need some more depth scoring. We're still lacking a little bit of that depth scoring coming off the bench. We really don't have a deep bench unit right now. Boucher's probably our best guy. Champagne's been a rebound machine for us. Yuta had a really tough game in this one again. 0 points. Really zeros across the board. He only played 5 minutes in the game. But he ended up having zeros all the way across the board in this one, you guys. Never really got back into the game after that first stretch. I think he started the game in the first quarter there, looked atrocious. Hasn't really looked the same since coming off of the injury. So hopefully Yuta can get back into the fold and get things rolling here in the weeks to come. But a tough stretch with basketball for him. Svi's been atrocious as well lately for us. He only played 7 minutes in this game. He had 1 rebound in the 7 minutes played, missed 1 shot from the field. He hasn't really been looking too good either as of late. He's lost a lot of his minutes out on the floor to other players right now. Just hasn't been very consistent out there. His shot hasn't been dropping for him. So we're going to need some guys to step up off that bench unit for sure here. Our starting 5 is outstanding when you got guys like Pascal, Freddie OG, Scotty Barnes, and Gary Trent Jr. When all those 5 are healthy and ready to rock, we got a real nice starting 5. I'm pretty sure all those guys are averaging as well 15 plus points per game. Which is just outstanding. But then after that, it's a big-time drop-off. Other than pretty well Boucher, who's, starting to get things rolling here as of late. He's stepped up nicely for you. But guys like Kem Birch have been a little underwhelming so far this season. Malachi Flynn's damn near non-existent. Really disappointed with him so far this season. I thought he was going to have a big-time second year in the league. He's looked like an absolute bust so far this season. Delano Banton's been nowhere to be seen as of late. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Maybe because he's playing more in the G League. They don't feel necessary to get him as much action in the games up with the big-time squad here. But nonetheless, you guys, we're going to need some more depth scoring for sure. You're not going to have, easy wins against the big-time teams coming down the stretch here at the end of the season if we can't get some more depth scoring from some of our guys coming off the bench unit there. So some of these guys are going to have to step up for sure. We're going to have to see who's willing to do it, But someone's gonna have to come off that bench and give a little more juice to us. It's tough. Like we're rolling only basically a 7-man rotation. Like in this game here, we pretty much rolled a 7-man rotation. Pretty much even if you look at it, a 6-man rotation because Svi only played 7 minutes and Yuta only played 5 minutes. And Yuta was in with the starting lineup, and then I believe they took him out and put Boucher in with the starting lineup there. So him and Champagnie both had, I think, around 30 minutes of action. But if you take out Yuta and Svi, they really didn't play that much in this game. You damn near ran a 6-man rotation to beat the Bucks here. You can get away with it, like I said, certain games, certain times throughout the season. It's still the regular season at this point. People aren't playing too hungry and desperate for the playoffs right now. But come down the stretch of the season here and into playoff time, you're not going to be able to be rolling 6 or 7-man bench units. You're going to need a few more guys being able to put some minutes up for you, put up some points on the board. Otherwise, your main dudes are just going to be too exhausted and too tired come the fourth quarter of those games, and you're just going to end up losing games and losing leads in the fourth quarter if we continue to run a tight 6-7-man bench unit like that. So we're definitely going to need to get some guys stepping up, you guys. We're going to have to see who's willing to do it. Hopefully Nick Nurse gives some guys a chance to get out there. We haven't seen DJ Wilson at all either. I was expecting maybe to see him in this game since some of the other guys weren't playing and haven't really been stepping up. Didn't get to see him either. I don't even think he dressed for this game. So we've just been running a a short-handed unit right now, you guys. We'll have to see, like I said, who's going to step up here. We'll go through some of the player stats real quick before we end off this video here, you guys. Achua had a nice night for us, a double-double, 14 and 10, two assists, 1 steal and 3 blocks as well. Shot 7 of 13 from the field, so a nice performance from him. Definitely needed it with Kem Birch being out of the lineup. Pascal, like I said, massive performance, you guys. Triple-double machine here, 30, 10 and 10, two steals as well. Shot 11 of 20 from the field. He had OG Anunoby finish with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 block. So a real nice game from him as well. Shot a little bit low percentage, 9 of 23 from the field. Would like to see him improve that a little bit. But nonetheless, you like his fearlessness, being able to go out and take those shots regardless if he's making them or not. He's not scared at the moment. And OG's been stepping up to the plate lately for us. So nice performance from him, even though he ended up fouling out late in that game. But that's not too big of a deal. We were pretty well had that one wrapped up by the time he fouled out with, I think, a minute or 2 left in the game, so that wasn't too big of a deal. Fred VanVleet had a nice performance as well, 17 points, 3 boards, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Shot 6 of 17 from the field. Boucher finished the night with 15 points, 7 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Shot 6 of 12 from the field, and then Champagne with the 12 boards, 3 points, 1 assist and 1 block as well. Shot 1 of 5. Bit of a rough shooting night for him. But, he was out there for the rebounding capabilities. The dude's just been an absolute beast on the boards for us for a rookie, undrafted rookie at that. He's been an absolute steal. I don't know how this guy wasn't at least drafted in the 2nd round. He's getting more minutes than any other rookie out there other than Scotty Barnes for us right now. So he's been a gem and a bright spot on this Toronto Raptors team so far this season. If he can get that shooting stroke going a little bit better, this guy can be a real nice asset to the squad coming off the bench, going on the rest of the season here, you guys, which we're going to need for sure because we need somebody to step up off that bench unit. And we'll go through some of the player stats as well here, you guys, for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bobby Portis with a double-double, 11 and 11 game. He also added in 3 blocks there. Grayson Allen had 18 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a steal for you. Wesley Matthews with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Chris Middleton only had 16 points in this one, 16, 4, and 5. With 3 steals and 2 blocks. Bit of a quiet game from him. He had a pretty bad shooting percentage. The Raptors did a great job of forcing him into some tough shots throughout this game. Same with Giannis, 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. The numbers look nice for Giannis, but like I said, most of his points came from the free throw line, so I think we got him to get his points, but we got him to get his points where we wanted him to get them. He wasn't getting them inside the paint like he probably wanted to. So a great job by the Raptors holding him to free throws as well as making him shoot a lot of shots from outside of the paint. In this game, George Hill off the bench for them. Gave him 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists with a steal. Pat Connaughton had 5 points and 3 boards for him, and DiVincenzo with 3 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists as well. So overall, you guys, just a great performance from the Toronto Raptors. Good team effort here. Huge bounce back after that loss to the Pistons. Definitely needed this one. Like I said, I was super nervous for this game, especially after losing to the Pistons team. You figured, okay, here's a tough one against Milwaukee. The last time we beat them, Giannis wasn't playing, so I thought they would have definitely gave us a lot better effort in this one. And then obviously with Miami coming up after this, the last thing I wanted was to see the Raptors go on a 3-game losing streak here with a couple tough games after kind of blowing that one to the Pistons there. So nice to see us bounce back against a real good high-caliber team here. Big game coming up on Monday against Miami, you guys. I believe this is the first matchup against old running mate there, Kyle Lowry, and the Miami Heat. I believe this one's in Miami before he comes back to Toronto in February, I think. So that should be a great game as well. Miami's, I think, top 3 in the East right now. I think they're in that third or 2nd spot. So we're gonna have to bring our A game for that one as well. Should be a good matchup. We'll have to see who's available to play. Hopefully we get Gary Trent Jr. as well as Scotty Barnes back for that game. That would help us immensely. Just getting some added depth scoring to the roster there. So we'll have to see what happens, you guys. That pretty well wraps it up for this video. 103-96, the final in this game, you guys. Raptors improved to a 21-19 record. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how you think the Raptors fared in last night's game, you guys. Once again, thanks again for watching this video. This is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat.